Hi everybody. Tonight I'm going to do a video, my very first Doterra video on peppermint oil. This is one of the first oils that I've ever bought from Doterra. I love peppermint. I put it in my chocolate. I put it in candy canes. I put it in there. Love it. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to try the peppermint oil because that's like one of my favorites. This oil to me is one of the better oils as far as I'm concerned. When you read inside essential oil books, I have, my doTERRA one, and then I have my really big oil book. It's good for headaches. It's good for upset stomach, things like that. And you can read all about it and everything like that. But I think that you get more out of it if I'm going to tell you personal experiences about it. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not going to read about what it's good for. I'm going to tell you how it worked for me and my family. So I have a daughter. If everybody knows, I have a daughter with cancer. She has a brainstem tumor. And this June will be 17 years. Yay! We have been blessed. Absolutely blessed. And so when we go out, and anybody who knows me knows we have passes, Disneyland passes. And she'll start to get overheated, especially in the spring and the summer. And what I do is I will not go to Disneyland without this oil ever again. I can take a couple of drops and rub it in my hands and then rub it on the back of her neck and on her temples. And I'll have her sit down. And that initial will just automatically cool her body temperature down. And it's fantastic because you can see her, and at the same time, it helps invigorate her back. So it's almost like it's cooling her down and it's lifting her back up at the same time. And so this oil I will never go anywhere without. I have a little sample of all the little oils and I carry them with me everywhere. So this one I will never be without. Also, this also works for, my son had a really bad headache. And I told him, I had read in my book, oh, well, you know what? I think that works for headaches. Let's give it a try. So I rubbed it on his forehead and on his temples, just a drop, because he doesn't like the smell of peppermint, and he was fighting me the whole time. But about a half an hour later, he came into work and he goes, Mom, my headache's gone. And I was like, see, you fought me, and what'd I tell you? It worked. So that's another really good thing about this oil, is that it really helped him with the headache. And then for me, when if I suffer from anxiety, I suffer from panic attacks, I don't get them as much as I used to, but I still do. Mine is anticipatory anxiety. And so I'll know that if I'm going to have like a stressful day, or I'll diffuse some peppermint and lavender together, really, it's very relaxing. But I also will use this in my diffusing jewelry. And I have a bracelet that I wear all the time with a little felt thing on the inside, and I'll just drop a drop in there. Or I have a necklace that I wear that has a lava ball on the inside. And what I'll do is, like, during the day, you'll see me lift it up and smell it, and it just really centers you and invigorates you. And it just kind of gives you like a little pick me up, and it feels really good. So those are my personal experiences with this oil. I can read in the book on what doTERRA says about this oil, and I can spout off all these scientific things about this oil, but I figure if I tell you exactly how this worked for me, that maybe, it might help you. I'm not going to give you secondhand information. I'm going to tell you, anytime I come on and I do a video, I'm going to tell you exactly how this worked for me and my family. The other nice thing about this is, I don't know if you guys, but I live in Upland, and I have a problem with ants. I swear, I think I live on an anthill. But this, I put a little bit of this in some water in a little glass spray jar, and I'll spray it. The ants are gone. They don't like it. And it makes my house smell really good. So that in itself is fantastic. I have a dog, and I don't want to spray chemicals. I just want some natural stuff. That way he's not going to get hurt with it. And you know what? Your house smells so good. If you shut your eyes, you're thinking of Christmas again, which is my favorite time of the year besides Halloween. So I love this oil. But if anybody has any questions, or, on oils or doTERRA itself, just go ahead and leave me a message. It'll tell me right away. I want you guys to understand one thing. doTERRA is a business. It is my business. It is something I chose to do on my as a side business. But more than that, it's a way for me to help other people with oils. So if you ask me about an oil, I'm not going to give you like, oh my gosh, you need to sign up for this. You need to do that. You need to do that. You need to sign up underneath me and blah, blah. No, I'm not going to do that. If you want to try an oil and you like it, I'm going to give you a sample. If it works, we can go from there. You can buy it retail. You can buy it wholesale. If you want to sign up the $35, if you don't, doesn't matter to me. I have no invested interest in that. That's okay. Yes, it is my business, but more than that, I want you to be happy with your oils and like doTERRA as much as I do. So anyway, with that being said, go ahead and leave me a comment in the comment section on if there's a certain oil that you have heard about. I'm trying to find out. I hear pomegranate oil is supposed to be really good for your face. doTERRA does not sell pomegranate oil. So I am trying to research where I can get pomegranate oil. Let me bring that back. They sell a oil called yarrow palm, which is something else, and pomegranate. I just want the pomegranate. So I am trying to research that right now to see if where else has a really good solid oil, because all of these doTERRA oils are just that, oil. Or it's mixed with a carrier oil like fractionated coconut oil or jojoba oil. All you're getting is natural oil. Then that's why, if you wanted to, you could take this peppermint, you could diffuse it aromatically, you could rub it on your temples or on your forehead like I talked about with my son, or you can put a drop in a glass of water, stir it around and take it. But you always want to, last thing I'm going to say, you're always going to want to double check if you have cancer or you're taking certain type of medications. Don't just jump into these oils. In one of my books, I have a list of oils that if you are going through cancer treatment or something, stay away from these oils. I have a list of those. If anybody would like to have that, if anybody would like to know that list, let me know. I'll put it up on my Facebook page. But so always make sure first and foremost that these oils are okay to take with your doctor or anybody, and that way you're safe. You want to, first and foremost, you want to be safe. Secondly, I also want to make sure I tell everybody too, these are not cures. Okay, this is not going to cure your for Parkinson's, or it's not going to cure your cancer, or it's not going to, but these will help alleviate symptoms. So now doTERRA has Deep Blue. They have, for muscles, they have another one called Breathe. Now, I believe my leader son had asthma, and it worked fantastic for him. In fact, he's gotten to where he doesn't need his asthma medication anymore. That's fantastic. So, but always make sure, and I always want to put it out there that, these are not cures, but they will help alleviate symptoms. So, just be on the safe side. Make sure you're safe with your doctors. If anybody wants that list, I'll be happy to put it up on in my comment section or as another post. That way everybody can see that. I just want everybody to be safe, and I want everybody to love the doTERRA oils as much as I do and get some comfort from them, and you'll be surprised how much it helps. So anyway, that was my first video. Yay, number 1 under my belt. And if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment section, and I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.